What you're about to see is Patterson allegedly attempting to pistol whip one of the customers.
Yo! What's good, y'all boy? It's your boy Daily Doe, and today we're reacting to the most insane restaurant crimes. Apparently people just don't know how to get food and people don't know how to operate restaurants. So we're gonna watch the video and we're gonna enjoy it. Let's get into this video, guys.
Of an obsession with fast food and restaurant related crimes. In recent years, they've only gotten more bizarre, such as the
Restaurant comments on deer carcasses in the freezer. You know, sometimes, right? Maybe we just don't open a restaurant.
Chinese restaurant recently caught with roadkill in its freezer. This Taco Bell worker was just arrested for shooting a gun at a customer who asked for a free water cup.
Bro, he just wanted water. Did bro pour some freaking spray? Why are you mad? He shot him?
And you've got beloved restaurant mascots getting arrested on police body cam in front of children.
Chucky.
Imagine being a kid, you just want to see freaking Chucky, and all you see is Chucky getting arrested by the cops. Okay.
A little bit busy, ma'am. Chucky, come with me, Chucky. Chucky, stop resisting.
They did it in front of the kid? He was happy. He was like, he probably just wanted to hug him. Look at that girl. She's look at that kid in the corner, bro. He or she is probably like traumatized forever now seeing Chucky get arrested.
We'll be exploring this ridiculous restaurant crime wave today, and I think a great place to start is the man accused of perpetrating an $80,000 mac and cheese scam at Chick-fil-A.
He rang up 800 trays of mac and cheese.
The Chick-fil-A Mac Daddy scandal. Meet 23-year-old Keyshawn Jones. Back in 2025, this guy worked here. The Chick-fil-A on William D. Tate Avenue in Dallas, Texas. This Chick-fil-A is highly reviewed and has been around for literal decades. We're talking Los Pollos Hermanos levels of customer service here. You know, minus the meth part.
It's excellent.
You could say it has something of a legacy in the fast food chicken world. This standard of excellence was something Keyshawn seemingly held for a time, but for unspecified reasons, in October of 2025, customers noticed that
there's no words that can describe how greedy of a person you gotta be to try to take 800 counts of mac and cheese. Oh my
mysteriously disappeared from the restaurant. Coinciding with the disappearance of Keyshawn, restaurant visitors noted cashier clerks getting cagey when the subject of mac and cheese was brought up in orders, leading some to believe that Keyshawn's abrupt
Wait, why do it look kind of good? I ain't gonna lie. Mac and cheese look hella good. Hold on.
absence was somehow linked to the delicious side item. Some of you might be thinking this detail is a completely made-up embellishment that I put in solely for storytelling purposes, and my response to that is you're absolutely right.
We made it up.
But in all seriousness, what happened to Keyshawn? Why did he disappear? So Keyshawn didn't actually go missing. Rather, he was fired back in October of 2025. The reason for this firing, we don't know that. But his firing isn't why we're here. It's what happened after he got terminated. In November of 2025, Keyshawn Jones was being accused of perpetrating a multi-$1,000 revenge theft scheme involving hundreds of catering trays of mac and cheese. Over a period of months, the man covertly snuck into the store using prior connections and would steal trays of mac and cheese without anyone knowing. He hoarded these catering trays back at what was ostensibly a trap house and would host.
Imagine the smell, because you know how like dairy products, like once they're out and they get old, like imagine the smell of that, of his house. You walk in, there's just an aroma of cheese.
Banquets with other fast food criminals in his network. The men gorged and got fat from their spoils, with Chick-fil-A getting totally screwed in the process. And what I just described to you is the fake story that most people online have taken as fact recently. I repeat, do not sue me. What I just said was totally bullshit. However,
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, like, imagine having a whole trap house of Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. What are we doing?
Keyshawn did allegedly perpetrate a Chick-fil-A mac and cheese scheme, but just not in the way that you might expect. After getting fired, this guy was caught on surveillance camera returning to the store that he used to work at in plain clothes about a month later. While it's unclear exactly how he was able to have unfettered access to this register while being terminated, Keyshawn, aka the Mac Daddy, got to cooking when he saw an opportunity. Keyshawn allegedly used his knowledge of Chick-fil-A's register system to ring up a total of 800 catering trays of mac and cheese, and then subsequently processed a refund for these trays to himself using his own bank cards, netting what is reported to be close to $80,000 in funds.
Holy sh! $80,000 of mac and cheese.
No mac and cheese actually exchanged hands. Bro just printed the money out of thin air. He actually thinks he's the Federal Reserve over here. I do want to note that there's some discrepancy in current reports about this story, with some claiming that he did this big refund scheme in one fell swoop, and others say it was done over multiple visits. I have to say the latter option makes...
I mean, like, if it was done over multiple visits, eventually they had to have caught him, like, maybe, like, the second time or the third time. No way he... Because, like, imagine you're doing, like a 20K. You gonna have to get caught, like, the second or third time. There's no way they let you free. So I bet you he didn't want to
more sense, but regardless, Keyshawn wouldn't get away with this nearly six-figure heist. Chick-fil-A store owner Jarvis Boyd was quick to notice the massive mac and cheese debt on his balance sheet, and after shitting his pants, he checked the surveillance cameras and found out why that happened. Boyd notified the Grapevine police on November 29, 2025, telling police Keyshawn had swindled him. He also added that he knew the Mac Daddy had his direct...
Like, what do you do in that kind of situation? Like, what do you call them and be like, yo, they took $80,000 worth of mac and cheese from my establishment, man. Yo, $80,000 is gone, bro, from the spreadsheet. Yo, get down here quick. Bro.
Deposits set up with a local credit union when he still worked at Chick-fil-A, suggesting police look there for the stolen funds. From the footage, cops were able to confirm the thief was in fact Keyshawn, and they were also able to cross-reference the location of the pilfered funds, which totaled up to $80,105. Feeling as though they had enough evidence, the police went on a manhunt for the at-large Mac Daddy. Months later, in April of 2026, an arrest warrant was issued, but the cheesy con man was slippery to say the least. As the saying goes, real G's move in silence like lasagna, and the Mac Daddy managed to noodle his way around police for several weeks, evading arrest on multiple occasions. However, on April 17, 2026, on National Cheese Ball Day, police finally managed to arrest this guy.
How ironic they get bro on the day that is like connected with cheese. Oh, bro.
Keyshawn Jones is facing charges including property theft, money laundering, fraud, and evading arrest. He's reportedly being held on a $111,000 bond at the Tarrant County Jail. If convicted, the Chick-fil-A Mac Daddy faces a maximum of 10 years in state prison.
You are going to 10 years of prison over Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. Let that sink in.
West Palm Beach Taco Bell Monday. An argument, then chaos.
He shot a customer over a water cup. Okay, so a bit of a self-report here, but
You go get a water cup at Taco Bell and you get shot. This is madness.
I'm sure many of you watching are well aware of the fast food water cup trick. You're at a fast food restaurant, perhaps in a broke degen phase of your life, and you want a soda with your food, but you don't want to pay. So you ask the clerk for one of those free water cups. And what do you do with it? Well, after paying for the food, you make sure nobody's looking and take that free water cup and slink over to the soda dispenser and fill that bitch up with Dr. Pepper or whatever preferred soda you like. It's a relatively victimless crime and virtually no one is inconvenienced by it, but technically, yes, it is stealing. And I guess someone has to refill the syrup dispenser faster, but I mean, come on. Now, as someone who worked in fast food many years ago and also who has just historically been really thirsty when I was younger, I found that it's rare that restaurants actually crack down on folks for exploiting the water cup trick. But just know that when they do, there can be potentially life-threatening consequences for you. This is Florida man Rob Steiner. On April 27th, 2026, he was in the mood for a
Not to diss, but what are these sideburns? I'm scared. It's like little U-cups. I'm scared.
America's favorite Tex-Mex slop and made his way over to the local Taco Bell at the intersection of Military Trail and 45th Street in West Palm Beach, Florida. Guys, I love Taco Bell, but we gotta keep it real. That shit looks like dog food. Anyways, Rob presumably makes his order, but doesn't perform the water cup trick. Rather, he just sits down at a booth and chills. His critical role in this story will become apparent soon enough. Let's meet another player. Manning the register on this day is 20-year-old Damari Jaquan Patterson. And because
Damari Jaquan Patterson. What a name. I think this guy probably had the agenda for the whole day. He woke up, got up, put it on his uniform and said, you know what, today, I'm going to let anybody test me for a water cup. It's up.
of his standing as cashier, he, by merit of his position, is on the front line of the water cup defense force at Taco Bell. While most fast food clerks could be described as meek, this guy was anything but that. In fact, this person may have actually been overqualified for his position of soda thief stopper. According to police reports, Patterson had a history of violence, including domestic disputes and also pulling out knives on people during heated arguments.
Who let this guy get a job? What?
Quite the rowdy rap sheet here. And given his passion for protecting Taco Bell's soda fountains, you'd have to have a death wish to pull the water cup trick here. I mean, this is serious business. Taco Bell has Baja Blast, and we find that Patterson is willing to protect it by any means necessary. Now back to Rob's point of view.
And one thing I will say, that Baja Blast is something crazy. It's like that little slurp drink off of Fortnite. Oh my gosh.
Shortly after Mr. Steiner sits down, 3 women enter the store, and let's just say they were up to no good. Details here are a bit murky, but apparently one of these women requested a water cup from our violent cashier, Mr. Patterson here. And what did she do after getting the water cup? She filled it up with soda, Damari sees her do it, and he loses his goddamn mind. A verbal altercation explodes as the 3 women get into it with Damari and other staff members, who apparently had called them out over the soda theft. Mr. Rob Steiner.
Wait, they said that he shot the person. Where did bro get a gun? You're at work. Or is bro just keeping that thing on the back of his back pocket, just clutching it? Where'd you get?
Who is off to the side sipping on a NOS energy drink that he hilariously smuggled into the restaurant. He can sense something crazy is about to happen and starts recording.
Oh, it's recorded?
That recording is the video you're seeing on screen now. The yelling and bickering continues for some time, and you can start to see customers noping out of the restaurant as the conflict escalates.
I mean, like, if I was like a dude, I just got my freaking Crunchwrap Supreme, I got my drink, I'm about to leave. If I see this type of thing go down, and I can just tell the guy's infuriated, I'm leaving as well. I don't even care if I'm dining it. I'm leaving.
The feeling of something horribly wrong is about to happen was apparently palpable inside of the Taco Bell. And finally, it happens. What you're about to see is Patterson allegedly attempting to pistol whip one of the customers, and when he does so, he shoots off a round after swinging his gun like a fucking moron. Everybody in the restaurant then flees and runs for cover.
Yo! That deep! What are you doing? It's never, it has never been that deep to take however many ounces that is, that kind of cup, and fill it up with some orange Fanta and start shooting people for it. Yo!
I knew it was a gun. That's when I went into fight or flight and and just ran out of the building.
The response time in this area is insane because within the same video recording, we can actually see that police arrive and enter the building as they go in to apprehend the shooter and assess for injuries. So what?
Like I said, where did he get a gun from? Where did he get a gun from? Because if you are working, you have clocked in on the shift. Where did you get a gun from? I'm so lost.
Exactly happened on the inside after the gunshot was fired? Did somebody actually get killed over a water cup? According to reports, Patterson's swinging of the arm during the pistol whip motion knocked the lady directly in front of him down to the ground. The gunshot that happened almost immediately after grazed the eyebrow of one of the other girls. So he literally did like a fucking combo attack here.
This nigga said, him, the Conor McGregor, him, and the fa. What are you doing, yo?
Bro hit the bullet curve technique like that one dude in the Tubi TV movie. After dealing combo damage to 2 of the 3 in the water cup group, Patterson had his eyes on the third, who was a short distance away from him near the door. Patterson allegedly fired a shot at her, but thankfully he missed, resulting in this bullet hole that you're seeing on screen now. You might be surprised to learn that according to affidavits, Patterson himself called 911 soon after the shooting, fully admitting to Baja Blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie, bro must have just been wanting more jail meals. He must have had some sort of cellmate that was his best friend. He might want to go back. Because for you to call the cops on yourself, turn yourself in, like, I get it, yeah, you did something wrong, but to call the cops back to try to come get you, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What was the point? What did you gain?
At the water cup girls, but he claimed it was in response to them jumping on the counter and threatening him. He specifically told authorities that he believed the women were armed. But big surprise, when they searched the women, they had no guns on them at all, and neither the surveillance footage or Rob Steiner's video showed any of the water cup group jumping on the counter. Not that jumping on the counter would justify use of lethal force in any case. Yeah, Patterson totally overreacted here. I mean, I'm all for defending against water cup soda bandits, but attempting to blow someone's shit smooth off is taking it a bit too far, bud. I mean, you're throwing your life away for a 99-cent cup of soda. It's not that serious. Unsurprisingly, police felt this guy had committed a crime. Their affidavit specifically says, quote, Patterson did intentionally and unlawfully threaten by word or act to do violence, which created a well-founded fear in the victims that such violence was imminent, unquote. Because of his passion for protecting soda, Mr. Patterson would be arrested and charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault.
And I always say this exact line. What did you gain? What did you gain? You shot at 3 people for getting some soda into a water cup. That it's not coming out of your paycheck. Your paycheck is still getting paid perfectly fine, sir.
With the firearm. As for the lady whose eyebrow was grazed, they later drove themselves to the JFK North Medical Hospital. They were treated for minor injuries and released not long after. Damari Patterson would appear in court later on April 28th, and he still remains in custody. His next scheduled court date is May 27th.
All right, y'all boys, I'm gonna end the video off there. The lesson of the day is if you're gonna run a restaurant, do it correctly. And if you're gonna go eat food at a restaurant, just grab the food and go. Don't cause commotion. People are just trying to eat. Other than that, I got future content coming out for y'all boys. I love y'all so much. God bless. And until next time, Daily Dill out.